You just got through watching Raw. Now it's time for HWR's Raw Reaction.
Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's Hardcore Wrestling Radio's Raw Reaction. I am your hardcore host, Rick Head, and as always, I have the hardcore crew with me. First, he's the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what's going on?
Good evening, Vietnam! Oh, wrong program.
And then we have the incomparable Lance Moss over at youtube.com/LanceMossTV. Lance, what's up?
What's up? If this is going to be any indication of what this call was like tonight, y'all are in for a treat.
Yeah. And before we get going on, I do have to put a disclaimer out here. So for those of you who are listening, I'm stoned out of my fucking mind. So if I fuck up, which I probably will several times tonight, now you know why. But let's get on with the show and let's get on with the review. Raw opened up with Shane McMahon coming to the ring. The fans, it probably was one of the biggest pops tonight, if not the biggest pop. And he starts talking about where Vince had stated that he was going to renounce him from his Shane as his son. And then he got, Shane starts saying how, he lost his touch or he lost the plot. And that's why he wants to take over Raw. Vince comes out and wants Shane to be escorted out from the arena, but Shane pretty much just gives the security a beating. Andy, you've talked about before how WWE's lost the plot, and I think Shane hit the nail on the head. Yeah,
I don't know how much of it is actually they're letting him go unscripted, or how much. If it's scripted, hands or hats off to the scripting people. But if it's just down to Shane, he's just hit the nail on the head. What he's actually saying on Raw is what we're all thinking at the moment. The program. The figures are going down, viewers are going down, people are losing interest. It's not entertaining enough, and it's CM Punk all over again with the pipe bomb. It's truth. We need a change.
And you're very right about. You made an interesting point about how there's not enough reality with wrestling today, and a lot of the wrestlers they have the scripted and they have to follow script, and I think sometimes they can't embrace it. Very few wrestlers can embrace their gimmick, and other ones are just like, do I really have to say this shit? But They want their job, so they keep their mouth shut.
I don't know what you're like, because I think we're all pretty knowledgeable guys when it comes to wrestling on the show, but twice now he's been on, Shane's been on, and it's a definite CM Punk moment. Is this real, or is it actually scripted? And that is good when you don't know.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Now, Lance, we saw Shane pretty much just kick, 5 balls of shit out of the security. He actually looks pretty good. Looks like he hasn't lost a step.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him actually training and trying to get as much of the ring rust off as he can, because, you're away from the ring 7 years, there's going to be some pretty big ring rust on you. And I think this could be one of the matches of the night at WrestleMania. I honestly do. I take that back. It's going to be a decent match. I know that.
Yeah, and I think everybody's looking forward to this. Not even for the fact that Shane's first match back. Okay, you see, fuck up number one. We're going to see Shane's first match in like 7 years. And the fact that it's in Hell in a Cell, there's going to be a lot of big spots. But let's move along. Owens would get the win over Neville, and he would start beating Neville to shit after the match. Who comes out but Sami Zayn? And he pretty much goes right after Owens, and these two just beat the hell out of each other. Lance, you're a big NXT fan. These two, not only are they close friends, but they had one hell of a fight.
Well, I can't say I'm a big NXT fan, but when these guys on the indie scene, oh my God, all I just say, look up Kevin Steen versus El Generico. If WWE is smart and they do what I've been saying they should do since Rumble, make this a WrestleMania match, it will blow the damn roof off of Cowboy Stadium.
Andy, and he made a very fair point. Now, I know you're no fan of Kevin Owens. You've stated on here more than once. But I think this is a match that really should be held at WrestleMania.
I think it's going to come to WrestleMania. There's no two ways about it. They're going to put it at WrestleMania. I don't see any other reason why Sami Zayn would come down apart from of a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah. Now I want to move on. There was the Divas match tonight. Brie Bella with Summer Rae. Nothing really impressive there. Summer Rae would get a shocking win. So, and then after the match, Lana comes out and attacks Brie Bella from behind, and there was really no point to this. I mean, obviously they're setting up a feud, but it was just kind of like out of the clear blue. Andy, what's your thoughts?
I haven't got any, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really not one of the better spots of the night. Lance, do you have any thoughts?
Lana looked hot in that dress. That's about it.
So, there was a few other boring matches that I'm going to bother to mention. There was actually a tag team title match between AJ Styles and Chris Jericho versus the New Day. It was one of the better matches of the night. New Day does retain the title when Jericho gets hit with a big ending. Now, after the match, we didn't even see this coming, or I didn't see it coming, is that Jericho turned on AJ and hit him not with not two, but 3 code breakers. After the match, after that happens, Jericho's out back, and he pretty much played the jealous role. It's like, oh, why is it always AJ? And yeah, it was a pretty good post-shoot. Andy, you even talked before how about you didn't see this AJ Jericho tag team sizing up or lasting long. I figured it was going to last till maybe after WrestleMania, but clearly I was wrong.
Yeah, I think they need to break them up because I don't really see Chris Jericho lasting another 12 months. I think he's ready to give it up now, to be perfectly honest, and he's doing a good job at pushing AJ Styles, although he really doesn't need a push. Everybody knows who he is, but he's doing a good job, and I think he just wants his last WrestleMania run, and what better person to have it with than AJ Styles? I think it's might have come 1 or 2 weeks a bit too soon, but I'm glad to see that it looks like it's going to end up being a WrestleMania feud. I'll be disappointed if it isn't, and if they put it as a pre-WrestleMania match, I'll be devastated.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Both Jericho and Styles do have that chemistry. But Lance, one thing that really kind of gets me with this is they started this feud a couple of months. It started actually at the Royal Rumble with Styles eliminating Jericho, and it just seems to be like an on and off story. And I think by the time WrestleMania hits, it might be watered down, despite how good their chemistry is.
Well, I don't necessarily have a problem with them starting the storyline at Rumble and ending it at Mania. What would be a problem is if, say, they started at Rumble and ended it at SummerSlam. Because, there used to be, granted, they have had, 3 or 4 matches, which, this might be a little bit much, but with these two guys, they can keep it fresh.
Well, yeah, they did. They had 3 one-on-one matches, and then they had a couple of tag team matches, including tonight. And obviously, that feud, or that partnership is over, and it's going to go to WrestleMania. But I'm hoping they really, just blow the roof off. Otherwise, I'm not going to be impressed. The main event was Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Now, they both have big matches coming up at this Saturday's Roadblock. Ambrose is going to be facing Triple H, and Wyatt's going to be facing Lesnar. So I was figuring whoever's going to lose here is not going to be good because these are one of the 2 big matches for Roadblock. But the match winds up getting thrown out as the Wyatts come in and attack. It attacks Ambrose. Fuck up number 2 tonight. And eventually, once they take him out, who comes out but Triple H? Triple H gets in the ring and goes to look at Dean Ambrose, but then Bray Wyatt gets in his face and pretty much just looks at the title, gives it a quick rub, and just say, hey, you know what? I'm having my eyes on that. Andy, do you think this is a little too soon for Wyatt, or do you think that's it's justly deserved?
Deserved, I think. I'm just sick of seeing, at the moment, Triple H kicking the arse off Dean Moxley. I keep forgetting his WWE name, but I'm just sick of beating him up every single week before WrestleMania, because when are we going to believe that he's going to lose at WrestleMania? Because it's just not making it believable.
Yeah, actually, it's at Roadblock, but it does make sense that if he's going to get his ass kicked over and over again. But Lance, you are a huge fan of the Lunatic Fringe, and I think the reason why they're doing this is they're building that persona that he is the Iron Man, that he could take that beating and keep on going.
Oh, definitely, because let's face it, he has to go against the Beast Incarnate at Mania, which if they made him look weak, it would be like, he don't know, I don't know if he can beat him. But if they make him look basically, like you said, Iron Man, where he couldn't be broken, we're in for one hell of a match with that. And, well, with Triple H and this match, let's face it, Dean Ambrose is not getting the damn title Saturday. It's just not going to, they would not have put all this effort into this match, the storyline to build up for Mania for them to screw these two matches up for Mania. It's just not going to happen.
Well, it's a valid point, but right now I think they're just trying to see what kind of a curveball, or even dangling the carrot, so to speak, with, Ambrose possibly winning at Roadblock. Now, would I like to see him win? Yes, because that would definitely put a whole spin on things. Do I really think he's going to win? No. Does he deserve it? Again, yes. Overall, guys, I'd have to give this a 6 out of 10. Or maybe I'll even go up 1, 7 out of 10. That'd be nice. There were some great matches, but there was also really a lot of just bad segments that weren't needed. Andy, over to you.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go with a 6 myself. It wasn't the best, and it certainly wasn't the worst. So, yeah, 6 out of 10.
And Lance, over to you. Your thoughts?
Yeah, 6 out of 10. Great good matches. Segments I. And we learned that Mark Henry likes it Chicago style.
Yeah, apparently. And again, that was just kind of like that whole segment. I mean, I like the Golden Truth segment, so the Booker T and Goldust from years ago, but they're rehashing it. It's kind of working. But we're going to wrap things up right now, and I want to thank the Hardcore crew for coming on and giving their thoughts. And as always, we want you, the Hardcore for Wrestling radio fans, fuck up number 3. I'm on a roll tonight. We want to know your thoughts. Put the comments in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe to us over at youtube.com/HWR show and hit that subscribe button. But if you want to join in the conversation, head on over to the Facebook in the group sections under HWR chat room. There you can say what you want, how you want to say it, because we are hardcore. I am your hardcore host, Rick Head. And for the hardcore crew, we'll see you when we see you. Fuck up number 4. I'm really on a roll tonight.
4 fuck ups.
Nearly as many as Triple H's conversation when he came down to the ring.
Thank you for listening to this edition of HWR's Raw Reaction. To listen to more podcasts like this, check us out over at youtube.com/HWR show. Until the next time, this is your hardcore host, Rick Head, saying we'll see you when we see you.